Man, it's sad that a lot of people don't know how to do this. Maybe you don't. You probably clicked on this video for a reason, but it's good. You're in the right place today. We're going to learn. We're talking about it together. How to love. Had a lot of crooks try to steal your heart. Couldn't never really had luck. Could never figure out how to love. How to love. Okay. Welcome in. Much love, fam. Trav here. So as I've become more skilled with love and have better results in my life, I'm going to turn outward and share with you what has worked well for me. This is a new wrinkle in my game in the last year. It's not really something that I've talked about in my years of YouTubing because I wasn't necessarily that good at this, but I've gotten pretty good at this, so I'm going to share. And when I talk about how to love, yeah, we talked about romantic love, like partnership, relationship, but also we talk about work. Also, we talk about family. Also, we talk about friendship. Also, we talk about the energy that you put out into the universe. It's not just one kind of love. Okay? We're talking about this a lot recently. Manifesting love, creating a love relationship. And I always want to start from this, is focus on giving love. You give love, you get love, but not counting score either. Not keeping score, you find that you're gonna find you're gonna find a lot of joy in giving in life. As you get older, you realize this. Generosity, giving to people who never even found out it's you, it feels amazing. Giving to people without expectation of return is amazing. It creates this abundance in you. It fills your cup because you feel like I have more to give. The more you give, the more your cup fills. It's a pretty cool thing. So set an intention in the morning. I'm going to go out, share my love with the world. I'm going to love the world. Set your intention before you go to work. I'm going to express my love through my work. Set your intention when you go out to lunch and say, hey, I'm going to make this person feel loved. And you're going to have amazing feeling in your body. You're going to have amazing social results. I promise you, because almost no one is doing this. Almost no one is doing these things. But you do them, you're going to watch some magic unfold. Okay? So, one of the ways that people go wrong in love a lot is thinking it's like through possession. I mean, attachment, bonding is always going to happen. You become attached to people, you become bonded to people. But when you think you have possession and like you can sort of control someone and you can change someone and you can make someone do something, you're going to start to have bad relationships because it's like a slave relationship, right? You don't have anyone, you don't own anyone, you can't really control people. If you want to change someone, it says, hey, I'm not really liking how you are now. It says, I don't accept you. So a better way of looking at things isn't like, you're mine, or I have you, or she's mine, he's mine, but it's like shared time together. You can't really have anything. When it comes to loving your body, you don't even have possession of your body because that's going too. But we have this time together. We share this time together. It's our turn with each other. And that makes it easier to not have love turn sour when it's time to end, because you can have 50-year relationships like my parents. You can have 30, 40, be together for a decade. Most of the time, though, I mean, even for the people who are together that long, they dated people before, right? But most of us, we're going to have a lot of shorter relationships that can end on really good notes. They don't have to end on being sour and salty and mad at each other and crazy ex and all that bullshit. You don't need that. And it's easier to release the attachment when you say, hey, that was our time and our time's up, and there'll be time for somebody else, and it's going to eliminate a lot of the bad feelings. Not all. It's always gonna be painful moving on, but that way you can maintain good friendships and relationships with people throughout and later in life. Okay? love languages. This is something that we got to talk about if we're going to talk about how to love. Forget the name of the person who wrote this book, Understanding the Five Love Languages, basically saying like the way that we love is through words of affirmation, saying, hey, thank you, I appreciate you, I love you, you're amazing, you're wonderful, you're beautiful, that sort of a thing. Words of affirmation, number one, touch, physical touch, hug, holding hands, massage, can be sex, doesn't need to be, can be cuddling. It doesn't have to be romantic. Can be a squeeze on the shoulder. That's a way to express love. Gifts giving, not just like money, but like give flowers, or like a flower, or a letter, or a book, or something like that. Acts of service could be something like helping with your work in some way, like taking out the garbage, sweeping the house, helping fix the car, things like that. Acts of service. Quality time, spending time together. Let's go on a hike, let's go watch a movie, let's read this book together. Let's watch this show, or let's go surfing, or let's play the sport, that sort of a thing. So just becoming competent in the love languages: gifts, touch, words of affirmation, service, quality time, and all of them. Some people, all of them. Everybody likes to receive all these things. Usually, not everyone speaks them, but it's nice to be multifaceted in your ability to love for the different scenario, the different situation. If you can hit all five for different people at different times, it's going to be pretty nice. That's giving, although part of how to love is how to receive love, and not everyone can do this. As people become insecure, they become uncomfortable, they take things for granted. So, part of how to love is being able to receive these love languages, being able to reciprocate when someone says, hey, I love you. It could be love you, bro. Like, hey, I love you, man. Thank you, I love you too. But the ability to reciprocate, accept words of affirmation. Not everyone can do that. The ability to accept gifts and say, hey, thanks, that's amazing, I really appreciate that. And maybe return the favor. The ability to be touched and to say, thank you for that, I appreciate that. To recognize acts of service and say, that really means a lot to me. And to accept quality time, spend quality time together. Say, hey, maybe I don't even want to watch this show that bad, but I'm going to do it with you because I'm going to accept your quality time, right? Or whatever it is. And it doesn't need to be spoken either. You can return acts of service with acts of service. You can return touch with touch. You can return words of affirmation with words of affirmation. But you can return gifts with service. You can return quality time with touch. You can return, but just in being able to reciprocate, being able to accept. It's like, yeah, you want to give, but you want to give to people who are willing to receive and people who are somewhat reciprocal. You don't want to be keeping score exactly. You don't want to be keeping score exactly, but you're going to notice if all you do is give and get nothing back, then, maybe you should move on to someone else who's wants to receive, and you're gonna have to learn how to receive as well. Yeah, so hope you find that helpful. Just get you thinking on love, manifesting love, having more love in your life, and appreciate you and thank you. And you share down below, comment what love language hits you the hardest. For me personally, it's words of affirmation. You probably guessed that about me. The reason I do YouTube and Instagram the way I do is I love to put my love out into the universe through words. I like all of them though. Happy to accept, happy to give in all of them, but that's my favorite. So, comment down below what that is. Hit that thumbs up if you want help reaching the next stage of your life, especially if you're a young man. Then you should click on the link, fill out the form. I do life coaching, so I can help you with that. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I'm glad that you're here with me today, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Talk to you soon. Much love.